you to learn new concepts in mathematics. I'm Maria Teresa M. Ortega, your Mathematics 9 teacher. So prepare your writing materials and self-learning models.
So today I'll be discussing joint variation. Let's have a review again about types of variations. The first one is direct variation, the second one is inverse variation, the third one is joint variation, and the last one is combined variation. Let's have a joint variation. The statement A varies jointly as B and C means A is equal to KBC or K is equal to A over BC, where K is the constant of variation. So sa direct and inverse variation, there are only two quantities involved. So kapag joint variation na siya, there are three or more quantities involved. So in this case, there are three variables. So we have A, B, and C. Para lang siyang direct variation pero mas marami yung quantities or variables involved. Let's have an example. The area A of a rectangle varies jointly as the length L and the width W. So if we're going to express this as an equation, so we have A, that's for the area, varies jointly, so we will put equal and then K. As the length, we will use L and the width is W. So if you have noticed, the three variables used are A, L, and W. Let's translate each statement into a mathematical sentence. Let's have number 1. B varies jointly as A and X. So that is B is equal to K, and we have A and X. So K, A, X. Number 2, this is for the formula for the volume. V, or the volume, varies jointly as L, W, and H. So it's equal to K. Don't forget the constant of proportionality or constant of variation. So we have L, W, H. The last one is the weight, W, of a cylindrical metal varies jointly. So it's equal to K as its length L and the square of the diameter D. So the square of the diameter, that's D squared of its base. Now let's solve each problem. If B varies jointly as M and Y, and B is equal to 30 when M is equal to 5 and Y is equal to 3, find B when M is equal to 4 and Y is equal to 6. Let's have first the equation. So we have B varies jointly as M and Y. Again, there are two solutions for this. So that's B is equal to K M Y. Let's solve for K. So I'll divide this by MY, yung katabi ni K. So divide by MY on the right side also. So M divided by M is equal to 1. So let's cancel. Y divided by Y is equal to 1 also. 1 times K is K, which is equal to B over MY. Now let's solve for K using the first set of variables given. B is equal to 30 when M is equal to 5 and Y is equal to 3. So B is equal to 30 over M, which is 5, and Y is equal to 3. So times 3. So that's 30. 5 times 3 is 15. And 30 divided by 15 is equal to 2. So K is equal to 2. The question is you find B when M is equal to 4 and Y is equal to 6. So again, we will use the original equation. It's B is equal to K M Y. Sabi niya find B, so we will copy B. It's equal to K, which is 2, times M, which is 4, and y, which is 6. So we will just multiply all these three numbers. 2 times 4 is 8, times 6 is equal to 48. So b is equal to 48 when m is equal to 4 and y is equal to 6. Now, let's have an alternate solution. We can use the proportion. Sabi niya, b varies jointly as m and y. So, you will have b sub 1 over m sub 1 and y sub 1. So, magka-partner yung m and y or magkatabi. It's equal to b sub 2 over m sub 2, y sub 2. b sub 1, yung unang binigay na b, it's equal to 30. m sub 1 is 5 times y sub 1, which is 3. It's equal to b sub 2, so it's missing or unknown, so we will copy b. m is equal to 4 and y sub 2 is 6. So again, we will just multiply. So that's 30. 5 times 3 is 15, which is equal to b. 4 times 6 is 24. Much better kung pwede siyang i-lowest term dito, yung magka-pair, or dun sa ratio sa kabila, you put it in lowest term. So in this case, 30 over 15, pwede natin siyang i-divide by 15. 30 by 15 is 2. 15 by 15 is 1. So 30 over 15 is equal to 2 over 1. Pwede rin naman to, kaya lang medyo malaki yung number. So 2 over 1 is equal to b over 24. Let's cross multiply now. Yung b muna. 1 times b is equal to b or 1b. 2 times 24 is 48. There, you will get same answer. I prefer this method. Let's have the second example. So the given is if z varies jointly as b and z is equal to 36 when b is equal to 3 and n is equal to 3, find b when z is equal to 6 and n is equal to 9. So again, let's have the first solution. So z varies jointly as b and n, so that's k, b, n. Solving for k, we have k is equal to z, mauna mo rin sa left side, over b, n. Z, yung first set na binigay, z is equal to 36 when b is equal to 3 and n is equal to 3. So z is equal to 36 over b, which is 3, and n, which is 3 also. 36. Just copy, then 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So let's solve the problem. Let's use the original equation again. So z is equal to kbn. Sabi niya, find b when z is equal to 6 and n is equal to 9. Nakalagay yung value ng z. So we will solve for b. So gagawa tayo ng formula. So, para ma-solve natin si b, ang katabi niya knn. So, we will divide kn also on the left side. So, k divided by k is 1, n divided by n is 1 also. So, we have 1b is equal to yung sa left side, which is z over kn. Z is 6. So, we will have 6 here. K is 4. So we have 4. N is 9. So we have 6 over 4 times 9 is 36. So we will just put it in lowest term. Be careful if you have 36 over 6, that's equal to 6. Mas mataas yung numerator sa denominator. You will just divide. 36 divided by 6 is equal to 6. But if you have 6 and 6 over 36, lowest term lang to. Hindi pwedeng i-divide ang 6 by 36. You will just have a decimal actually. if you will divide 6 by 36, makakakuha tayo ng decimal. So, we will just put it in a lowest term. So, GCF natin is a 6. This is the greatest number, greatest common factor of 6 and 36. Pinakamataas na pwede mong i-divide. 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1. And 36 divided by 6 is equal to 6. So, this is the value of B when Z is equal to 6 and N is equal to 9. Let's have the alternate solution now. So, Z varies jointly as B and N. So, Z sub 1 varies jointly as B. So, we have B sub 1 and N. So, we have N sub 1. It's equal to Z sub 2 over B sub 2 N sub 2. First set of numbers, we have Z is equal to 36 over B, which is 3. N is 3. That's equal to second set, Z is 6. B is unknown, so we will copy. N is 9, so times 9. So we have 36 over 3 times 3, which is 9. It's equal to 6. B times 9 is 9B. So as I said before, pwede siyang i-divide muna. 36 by 9, it's equal to 4. So we have 4 over 1. Kailangan may denominator para makapag-cross multiply tayo mamaya. So we have 6 over 9B. Ito pwede siyang gawing, pwede mong i-divide by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And we have 3B. Let's cross multiply na. Mauna yung may B. 4 times 3. B is equal to 12B. It's equal to 2 times 1, which is 2. So we have we will divide by 12 on both sides of the equation. So 12 divided by 12 is 1. So it's B is equal to 2 over 12. Divide natin siya by 2 over 2. It's equal to 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 12 by 2 is 6. So you will get same answer. Let's have the last example. So we have A varies jointly as the square root of the product B and C. If A is equal to 4 when B is equal to 18 and C is equal to 8, find B when A is equal to 8 and C is equal to 16. So let's have the statement. So we have A is equal to varies jointly, that's equal to K, square root of the product of B and C. So that's a square root of B and C. So we have BC. Solving for K, so we have K is equal to A over the square root of BC. Let's solve for A. Let's solve for K. A is equal to 4. And over the square root of B, which is 18. And C is 8. So that's 4 over the square root of 18 times 8. 8 times 8 is 64. So carry 6. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 6 is 14. So we have 144. So the square root of 144. The square root of 144 is 12. So we have 4 over 12. So K is equal to 4 over 12, or lowest term natin siya, we can divide it by 4 over 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So K is equal to 1/3. Let's solve the problem now. Sabi niya, find B when A is equal to 8 and C is equal to 16. Ang original equation natin is A is equal to K and the square root of BC. Kapag ganito siya, since ang radicand natin, nandoon yung sinusolve natin, so let's just substitute first. Tapos, mamaya, we will remove the square root. A is equal to 8. K is equal to 1/3 times the square root of B, which is unknown. So, we will copy B times C, which is 16. Then, let's get the square root of 16. So, pwede siyang ilabas sa square root. So, 8 is equal to 1/3. And the square root of 16 is 4. So, ilalabas natin siya sa square root symbol. So, we have the square root of B. This is, let's multiply first this one para mawala na yung 1. 1 times 4 is 4 times the square root of B. So, the square root of B, that's 4 and square root of B over 3. So, this is over 1. Let's cross multiply now. So that's 1 times 4 is 4 and the square root of B. So copy lang yung 4 square root of B. And 8 times 3 is 24. Let's divide it by 4 para mawala na siya sa tabi ng square root of B. Then 4 divided by 4 is 1. So we have the square root of B, which is equal to 24 divided by 4 is 6. Now, para mawala ang square root ng isang number, we have to square it. For example, the square root of 3, para mawala yung square root, you square it. That is equal to the square root of 3 times the square root of 3. And we have the square root of 9, and the square root of 9 is equal to 3. So, nawawala yung square root kapag in-square natin siya. Now, let's square on the left side. And para equal siya, we will also square on the right side. The square of the square root of B is actually the square root of B squared. And the square root of B squared is equal to B. And 6 times 6 is 36. So B is equal to 36. Let's have the alternate solution. So A varies jointly. So we have A sub 1 as the square root of BC. So square root of B sub 1, C sub 1. It's equal to A sub 2, square root of B sub 2, C sub 2. A sub 1, yung unang binigay na A, that's equal to 4. Square root of B sub 1, yung unang binigay na B, that's 18. Times C sub 1, that will be 8. It's equal to A sub 2, that's 8. C sub 2 is 16. So that's times 16. So we have 4 square root of 18 times 8. We solved this before, so it's equal to 144. It's equal to 8 over the square root of 16 is 4. Lalabas ko na siya. So we have 4 square root of B. The square root of 144 is 12. So I'll put it here. So 4 over 12. It's equal to 8. Let's divide this one. 8 over 4 is equal to 2 over 1. Dinivide ko lang sila by 4. 8 by 4 is 2. 4 by 4 is 1. Times the square root of B. So we have 1 square root of B or square root of B. 4 over 12, that's equal to 1/3. Dinivide ko na naman siya by 4. 4 over 4 is 1. 12 over 4 is 3. It's equal to, copy, 2 over the square root of B. Let's cross multiply now. 1 times the square root of B is the square root of B. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. So again, we will square. The square of the square root of B is B. That's the square root of B squared actually. 6 times 6 is 36. There. you'll get same answer.
That's the end of my lesson. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this to your friends. Bye!